I love Civ 6, and you all love Civ 6. There's something special about becoming the most influential Civ in the world. Whether it's through creating a peaceful world community, creating great works of art, writing, and music that inspire generations to come, or using more coercive methods to get your ways. Regardless of the victory type, you know damn well that victory screen after putting in hours of time is super rewarding. Now, as I mentioned, there's various ways to get this, so we at Game Rant asked you, Civilization 6 players, what's your favorite victory type? And with that, let's get started looking at your responses. AAW posted, I like the science one the best. Science victories are straightforward, but quite time-consuming. There are a few hard requirements every Civ has to hit. You'll have to complete a bunch of space projects, which include launching a satellite, landing a human on the moon, and establishing a Martian colony, and assuming you have all of the DLC, it adds the Exoplanet Expedition, which can take a while but can also be sped up using the laser projects. While it goes without saying that building campuses to increase science output is a must, keep in mind that these space projects require a spaceport, and a lot of these do take up a lot of production, so it doesn't hurt to build some industrial zones to increase this production. Some civs that excel at this victory type are Salah ad-Din's Vizier Arabia, Sweden, and especially Seondeok's Korea. No, seriously, what the heck is this leader ability? This is insane. Next up, Davina posted, I love a domination victory. My favorite is playing Aztec and wiping others out early. Domination is exactly what it sounds like, take over the world. Well, more specifically, take over every other Civ's capital city. While I personally do not use the Aztecs for domination, Davina made a very good point with wiping others out early. A very important aspect of domination is to start your military conquest as early as possible to snowball every other aspect of the game like culture, science, and your economy. And of course, you need a good military. More specifically, you want to make sure you have the right variety of units, and I personally recommend 2 to 3 melee units, 3 ranged units, definitely at least 1 siege support unit like a battering ram or siege tower, and it doesn't hurt to have 1 or 2 heavy cavalry. Some civs that excel at this are, of course, Alexander of Macedon, the Ottomans if you want to build more siege units, and once you get familiar with using religion to increase combat strength, definitely Basil II of Byzantium. He is disgusting for domination victories. You pick him and you've already won the game, honestly. Next up, Henry posted, definitely domination and culture. I haven't even won a science victory since Civ 5. I like wins where you get ahead early and can finish up before too late in the game. Religious is fun, but a little boring in my opinion. Focusing on culture is definitely the hardest of the victory conditions to meet. In order to obtain a culture victory, you need to be culturally dominant over every other civilization in the game. How do you become culturally dominant? You need a very high tourism. How do you generate tourism? By building wonders and creating a bunch of great works like great writing, art, and music. So, get those theater squares going, get those great people, and build so many wonders that would make Qin Shi Huang and Ramses fall in love with you the moment they lay eyes on you. There's actually a lot of good civs that can get culture victories. Trajan Rome is actually a great beginner culture victory civ, as all of his cities start with a monument, which give a boost to culture. Expanding early and getting all that culture will go a long way in your culture victory playthrough. Oh, and also, Ludwig's Germany just absolutely destroys in this regard. I mean, look at this. You get culture for even unfinished wonders? Are you kidding me? And regardless of which civ you pick, the moment you get the Cold War Civic, rock on, baby. Seriously, rock bands, rock bands, rock bands. These guys generate a crazy amount of tourism that speedrun your culture victory. Now, this is Bilal speaking. This is my personal take. No one put this up, but I just have to say, Hammurabi. He is the victory type. Seriously, what the hell were Firaxis smoking when they designed this guy? Do not be fooled by that minus 50% science output. This guy is the best civ for any victory type. He can Eureka speedrun his way to the atomic era while the rest of the world is still in the Unga Bunga era. You'll get the most advanced military, unlock a bunch of districts before anyone else, build wonders before anyone even has the chance to know they exist, and will likely hear his atomic era theme the same day you started your Hammurabi playthrough. All you have to do is fulfill the Eureka requirements, and you are good to go for any victory. And those were your picks, and I guess the last one was my bias, for what's your favorite victory type in Civilization 6. Feel free to post more in the comments. We'd love to hear about your favorite victory type and specifically why you love this victory type. This has been Bilal from Game Rant, and we'll see you next time.